Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can also get me on my Facebook page, True Divine 44, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, follows are greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who's doing that thus far. I appreciate it greatly. So this is the reading that I put out on a daily basis where I combine energy and tarot to bring a narrative to you to help guide you for the energies that you may feel within, around you, or within others. It is general, so take what resonates and leave what does not. As a side note, I put on a live stream yesterday and it didn't go totally great because we lost battery and things like that, but I wanted to cover the London protests as much as possible. I just want you to be aware that I have close friends that were there, that were streaming to us. It was a very different story. It was a very peaceful story from the people that were there, being antagonized by authorities, not the other way around. And that is the spin that is being put out there by media today. So I just want to do my part to make mention to that, to be aware of the cleverly staged photographs or edited videos that may be being put out today regarding that. So back to the daily energy tarot readings, energy stroke tarot, whichever way you want to put it. The first card is the Star card. So this is, you know, it comes after the Tower moment. It comes after a crisis. It's the calm after the storm, where we have to look at what caused us to be in that crisis, what caused us to need to have this this respite from said crisis. But the Star card isn't just still. She's still in the chaos, in the debris of the Tower card. She's not afraid of digging deep and getting dirty, and indeed carrying some scars from that to truly transmute and heal wounds. This has been a huge theme. It is the theme in this year in particular, because when we do this, when we embody the Star card energy, outside forces cannot control us the way we see today, because we are whole. We are in a constant state of realignment, readjustment, in a greater understanding at whatever stage or whatever crisis we personally find ourselves in, or as a collective find ourselves in. Now, to clarify this Star card, we have the Hermit card, and this is a really powerful combination, in that the Hermit is, for me, the blind, silent warrior. He just shows his lantern in the darkest corners of self, which is exactly where the Star card is comfortable residing also, to really, truly, deeply heal any wounds that may be festering or may be occurring within. Sorry, the phone's going crazy. So with that being said, it takes us to be able to be in this cycle of the Hermit card being the 9. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 8, as in the Strength card. Now, with this strength, you know, she is a svelte woman controlling the fierceness of a lion. So it's the divine feminine, able to put into action, subdue, and initiate when needed the prowess and power and action of the divine masculine, the lion. But to be able to do this, it's a continuous cycle between these 3 cards, because to have this strength, this discernment, this intuition, then we have to be comfortable in the Hermit mode. So to ascend from the 8 to the 9, we have to continuously go back. Now, our hat is in the shape of the infinity sign, the number 8 turned on its side. And so we're constantly in this balanced state. If you look at this as a conveyor belt, when we don't do the Hermit and do the Star, as in healing whatever wounds, whatever dark corners the Hermit illuminates within us, then we'll just be kicked back into needing this strength, until we learn to truly ascend from, with true healing, whatever crisis we find ourselves in, or whatever pain we find ourselves having to face. Now, if we are not educated and in knowing of this sequence, then we can be controlled by others from the outside. They can very easily hook into old wounds that are festering. They can very easily hook into even generational wounds of, you know, race wars, drug wars, whatever that you might have been indoctrinated through family, through generations. If you're not learning to look at it for yourself with this silent warrior and do real healing on it, then you will just be kicked back to the start of needing strength to get through something. So I hope that makes sense to the right people. The next card is the Death card. So this is a really powerful day for transitions. The Death card being a transitional card where you shed, he's got no skin here. He's shed all of the old unnecessary skin. Is bare boned, and so it's getting down to the bare bones of the matter. Why are you driven to believe or fight for what you're driven to believe or fight for? What really is yours to have, and what is to be dead skin, to be shed, to go to nourish the ground for the next growth. You do that by embracing and using these two cards, the energy of these two cards, going within and truly looking. Being the Star card is not afraid, and neither is the Hermit card afraid of being deathly truthful with self. And so when that occurs, we do ascend with the Strength card, the number 8 down here on the bottom of the deck. So to clarify this Death card, we have the Queen of Wands. Now you can see this Queen of Wands, she's demure, she's got a gold robe on, but she's got her legs open. She has got the attention of her male cat. She's got the attention of that because she is a magnet, a magi. She attracts in people. Now, for a lot of people today, for some reason, I'm picking up on a lot of divine feminine energy that needs to be truly looked at and transmuted and healed and exalted in its rightful position. A lot of people have been through relationships that have not been sexually healthy, or been through abuses that have not been sexually fair or healthy. Now, with this Queen, it's asking you to shed that the old of that and embrace this divine sexual feminine nature in the way that it was always meant to be, in that it brings peace and harmony. It doesn't bring chaos. And it's not just all about the act of sex. It is regarding how the divine feminine feels about itself. To not be self-deprivating, to shed any labels and limitations that have been given to you for this. This includes the men. You might be going through a process of re-establishing and recalibrating how you see the feminine nature, how you see the divine feminine. You may be being very truthful with yourself about how you've maybe treated the divine feminine in yourself, because we all have a balance of both, whether you're male or female, and therefore done it to women outside of self. And so there's a lot of a thought to be put into what needs to be shed here regarding the divine feminine nature. A lot of people readjusting and re-establishing older, more traditional thoughts and feelings towards the divine feminine. Maybe feeling that, you want to go back to how your dad respected your mom, in that, there was a respect there was a reverence there for what she did for the family, for how she held the family together. That is just for instance. But there's questions like that being asked of self a lot today. And to go through that process brings us to the other cards that are on the deck and that on the table, and that is the Ace of Cups. So it brings this new appreciation, this overflowing bliss and abundance for what is, on the most part, a divine feminine appreciation, both within self and within others. It also speaks to the collective stage of the Divine Mother, this being that we are on, waking up, not because she's been asleep, but because we as a collective have put her to sleep through organized religious belief systems, we have veiled her from ourselves. She never left us, but to us it'll feel like a newness, an overflowing appreciation. All of a sudden we can hear the hum, the heartbeat of her. We can appreciate what she is and what she is and what she represents for us. A new respect for the world, the divine feminine being that we live on. Whether that's a realm to you, it matters not. And so that's with the Ace of Wands here, clarifying this Ace of Cups. New, different kinds of passions towards what has been old constructs. A lot of the old constructs regarding the divine feminine nature coming crumbling down today, which is awesome, because the divine feminine holds space, just like this world that we're on holds space, holds time for things to act. The divine masculine to grow upon it, to grow and expand and create. And so there's huge creative juices flowing quite literally today and within emotionally. So we see that with the Empress card, reminding us as always that our thoughts, our words and our deeds, so that our perspectives of things create the reality that we live in and that we experience. So it's a very powerful day. Take it for all you can, make of it all you will, and really excel today. Heal, look within, shed that skin that is dragging you down, that is holding you back, and be brave enough to start speaking positivity into your inner self, and therefore it exuding from you in your outer reality. Much love. Be balanced and be whole as always. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can get in touch by hitting me up at truedivinemedia@gmail.com, or you can get me on private messenger at Facebook at truedivine44. I'm going to dash off because there's somebody very impatient at the door that needs to do some deep breathing. I'll advise them on that and see how that goes. And I'll catch you later on today. And they're phoning the phone. So much love, be balanced, be whole. Mwah.